Hi everyone! Today we are going to talk about data transfer objects or DTOs. So what is DTO? DTO could be considered as design pattern in software development. DTO objects are small and they contain only the necessary information, which means that they don't contain any business logic or behavior. The main purpose of DTOs is to decouple the data representation format from internal structure of objects, providing higher level of abstraction, which results in better scalability, readability, maintainability, and data integrity overall. We are using DTOs for data transfer between different kind of layers in application, different applications, and so on. They are very lightweight because they are containing only the necessary information, which makes them suitable for transfer through the network. As I mentioned, we are using them for communication between layers, and they are providing us high level of abstraction and encapsulation as well. So how it works? Client is going to send some kind of request to the server in order to get some kind of data. Let's talk about the users. We have a user in database which has name, surname, username, password, and so on. So client is going to send some kind of request to get data from the server. If you imagine a scenario in which we don't have any DTOs, client is going to send request to the server, and server is going to read data from the database and store that data in some kind of domain level model. That model most likely is going to contain all the data about the user, such as password and so on, which means that in the end we're going to expose password to the client, which is something that we should definitely avoid. So one of the reasons why we have DTOs is they're enabling us to show data in format which we like to the client. So instead of actually providing the password of the user to the client, we're going to say that this DTO is going to have only the name and the surname, for example. So instead of providing the password to the client, we are going to return only the name and surname. So how it's going to work if we have DTOs? So client is going to send the request to the server is going to read the data from the database and store that data in some kind of the domain level model. Later on, we need to map that data somehow to DTO objects. DTO objects contains only the name and the surname, for example. So how we are going to do that? We can use automapper library, or we can do it manually, whatever we like, whatever approach we like. So that's basically how it works. DTOs are also used for sending some kind of data from the client to the server. For example, if we have some kind of complex filter, and instead of sending like 10 parameters, we can store that in one DTO object and so on. So I guess that will be pretty much it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.